actually like this so much better than a hotel. Is Tamara here?
No.
I think you have the wrong home.
Lock the front door!
Why are you doing this to us? Because you're here.
So, today we got a movie. The name is The Strangers, Chapter 1. The movie begins in the wood, where a terrified man is frantically running away from someone. After some time, he collides with a piece of wood and falls, injuring his leg and rendering him unable to move forward. Two people with axes in their hands approach him, and one of them kills him. Following this, we see Maya and her boyfriend Ryan on the third day of their road trip across the country to celebrate their 5th anniversary. They get a little too romantic, and suddenly a truck comes in front of them and they narrowly escape the collision. They continue driving, but Maya notices that their GPS is not working. Realizing they're lost, they eventually come across the town named Venus and decide to stop at the diner to get something to eat. At the diner, Maya and Ryan meet the couple who mentioned that today is their anniversary too. When Maya shares that she and Ryan have been dating for 5 years but are not married yet, the people around them give strange reactions. As they go to the counter to pay their bills, they learn about a man named Jeff, who was last seen in this diner and has been missing ever since. As Maya and Ryan return to their car to leave, they discover that it won't start. Suddenly, Ryan gets startled by a man standing near them window. The man introduces himself as Rudy and mentions that he has a garage in the back. Ruby checks the car and tells them that the alternator is shot and needs to be replaced. He explains that they need to get the new part from the dealer over the weekend. But since the dealer is already closed, he can send the dude first thing in the morning to pick it up. Maya asks if there is anywhere to stay nearby, to which they tell her that there is an Airbnb close by. Ryan becomes suspicious and thinks this is a scam, explaining to Maya that the mechanic must have seen them go into the diner and then conventionally claimed their cars was broken. However, Maya asks him to not be paranoid, thanks Rudy for his help, and Rudy offers to have a doggy drive them to the place. Shelley, however, saying she can drive them since she is off in 10 minutes and lives out of that way. The couple arrives at the cabin and Maya comments that she likes so much better than a hotel. After a while, Ryan notices that the fridge is out and Maya finds the cabin owner, Joe's number on the fridge door. She goes outside, calls Joe, but it goes voicemail. So she leaves a message to get the fridge fixed. Later that night, they receive a weird knock at the door. When Ryan opens it, they found a girl outside who asks, "Is Tamara here?" Maya responds saying she thinks she has the wrong home, and the girl walks away without saying anything, which they found weird, since they are out of the middle of nowhere. They then notice the girl standing at the distance watching them. As soon as Ryan turns into light, she disappears. They both don't pay too much attention and start talking about their old trips, when suddenly Ryan has an asthma attack. Maya realizes she left his inhaler in the car, to which Ryan suggests that there is an old motorcycle outside, that he can just drive into town and retrieve the inhaler from the car. Next, we see Maya talking to her friend Debbie on the video call when she suddenly hears the sound of something falling. She disconnects the call to check it out, thinking Ryan has returned. However, she becomes a little scared when there is no response, and then hears a knock on a door, looks through the peephole but doesn't see anyone. Then the girl asks again, "Is Tamara here?" To which Maya replies, "They've already told you her there is no Tamara here." Girl knocks on a door again and asks, "Is Tamara here?" Then someone passes behind Maya and she notices a footstep moving around from the house. She sits back on the couch waiting for Ryan, but is surprised to find that phone she had left on the table is no longer there. It's getting creepy, ain't gonna lie. After looking around, she finds it lying nearby, but suddenly she hears a girl voice singing a song which scares her a little. However, when she checks outside, she doesn't see anyone. She becomes very scared and she calls Ryan, but her call goes to voicemail, so she leaves a message saying that girl came back and then left again, and she asks him to return soon. Meanwhile, Ryan arrives at the garage, but no one is there. However, as he takes his inhaler out of the car, Rudy arrives. Ryan explains that this is his car and he came to get something, to which Rudy responds that he should have called first because he might have thought he was a car thief. Back at the house, Maya plays the piano, and aware that a man wearing a scarecrow mask is sitting in a chair behind her, watching her, and after a while he disappears. Later, while Maya is taking a shower, Scarecrow appears again, stalking her. However, when Maya looks in that direction, no one is there. Sometime later, the power goes out in the house and Maya hears the sound of something falling. When she goes to investigate, she encounters another stalker, which terrifies her, and in a panic, she runs upstairs and hides in storeroom. Maya's fear will be much more when she notices someone approaching the room, but it turns out to be Ryan, who asks her what she's doing there and why the lights are off. She explains that there is someone in the house and asks if he saw anyone outside, to which he replies no. They locate the fuse box and turn around the light, and when Ryan asks what happened, Maya tells him that someone was standing right there wearing a weird creepy mask with the big eyes. Ryan checks the area and discovers a painting and suggests that Maya might have seen painting in the dark and mistook it for someone in the mask. He explains to her that being in an unfamiliar house makes anyone feel as if they saw something that wasn't really there. Suddenly, there's another knock on the door, and Ryan, frustrated, goes to answer it but finds no one there. However, at a distance, he and Maya can see same girl standing and watching them. Maya asks if the girl is wearing mask, to which Ryan replies that he doesn't know. He moves toward girl to confront her, but she runs away as he approaches, and Ryan warns her that he will call the cops if it happens again. Actually, sorry, that part was important, isn't it? After the confrontation, Ryan and Maya returns inside to begin to eat, but they soon notice something dripping into their pocket of above their dining table. They rush to close all the doors and windows, but suddenly someone hit the door with an axe, and in a panic they rush to lock themselves in a room to stay safe. After some time, the Scarecrow man breaks open the door with his axe. However, after staring at them for a while, he leaves. Thinking that he's gone, Maya and Ryan will come out slowly and come down from the stairs. For Ryan finds his phone, but it's broken. They decide to leave the cabin, but suddenly the motorcycle explodes, and once again, facing the Scarecrow. They rush back inside and the house to escape. They hide in the washroom, where Maya suggests that since Joe is a hunter, there might be a hunting rifle in the house. She also noticed that the house has raised foundation, indicating there might be a crawl space that they could use, hide or escape. The two try to escape from the crawling underneath the house, where Maya accidentally strikes her hand on a nail and the pin-up girl hears her scream. Ryan signals her to keep quiet and pulls the nail out of her hand. In one go, they then manage to come out of the cabin and start running towards the shed. But Ryan falls, and when he gets up and moves forward, his inhaler falls there. Oh my god, this is getting creepy. Ryan hands the axe to Maya and goes upstairs to search for a gun, but he doesn't find anything. Suddenly, pin-up girl appears, and then the Scarecrow attacks her through the window. However, Ryan shoots the gun and drives them away. The two then come out of the shed and approach the cabin, where they hear noises from the porch. Ryan reacts by shooting at the guy. However, upon checking, Maya realizes that the person shot was not wearing a mask. They then realize with the horror that they have accidentally killed the cabin owner, the Joe, who had to come fix the refrigerator. They attempt to escape in Joe's vehicle, but are interrupted with Scarecrow's truck T-bones them. Maya successfully gets out the car, but Ryan is trapped due to his stuck leg. They urge her to leave, and despite her reflection, to leave him behind. She leaves there. Ryan loads the gun, shoots the Scarecrow, but discovers that he's not in the car. Suddenly, Scarecrow attacks him with his axe, and Ryan fires the gun, but Scarecrow dodges the bullet and flees the scene. Meanwhile, Maya calls 911 to report the attack and the people trying to unalive them. But the kill call fails due to the lack of service, and suddenly she gets terrified, seeing a corpse next to her. She then comes out of the knock her unconscious. On the other hand, Ryan confronts pin-up girl holding at her gunpoint, demanding to know Maya's whereabouts and instructing her to drop her knife. He then ordered her to turn around and repeats his question about Maya. However, instead of complying, pin-up girl begins to dance and laugh, and before Ryan can react, the Scarecrow strikes him. Knocking him down, Ryan and Maya awaken found themselves tied to chairs inside the house. Oh my god. Who tearfully accept. In a moment of desperation, Ryan proposed to Maya, who tearfully accept as they share a heartbreaking moment. Ryan finally stabbed by pin-up girl, and we see three interested stand before them. Scarecrow then moves forward and knocks over Ryan's chair, resulting him to choking on his own blood. Maya demands to know why they doing this to them, to which the pin-up coldly replies, "Because you are here." Scarecrow then stabs Maya, and she too knocked over. As they flee the scene over, Maya eventually awakens in a hospital bed, having survived the night. The slowly raises her from the bed, but fails to notice Scarecrow lying next to her. Gotta say, oh my god. Why? Because that was just the first first episode basically of this movie. It's interesting episode of the movie, isn't it? So basically, I'm expecting the second chapter comes like maybe around next year, and maybe it will be way more interesting due to the thing that anything is happening, it's still related to this kind of cabin and this people who's about to unalive everyone in the cabin. So I'm really kind of wanna see the rest, but it's up to you that if you are really like the video. We are definitely going in future for the second part for each chapter which it comes out about the strangers. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and if you have any idea, any movie that want me to get through it and bring everything about it up like this, just drop a like here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.